veterans, both MPL champions before. But who is going to come out victorious in this matchup? We'll have to wait and see. Guys, take it away.
We're looking at RRQ's debut for today, while ONIC has already played a set of matches to face off against Rrq and Kion. So this could be a little bit of that sort of a push for me from ONIC, still going on that sort of level rush. Well, R7 will be facing off against Anti-Mage on that solo lane.
Looks like both sides are, slowly taking their time here. Again, Faramis has some pretty decent sustainability on top of the fact that he can, clear waves. Not at a decent rate. Like, it's not super fast, but it's good enough to keep him safe. He can do it at a very relatively safe distance. Litho Wanderer has been taken out here, but it doesn't look like, either side really wants to interact with each other. I would have expected Rrq to be a little bit more aggressive with the Selena for now. You can definitely see where she's at, how she's positioning, looking for those picks.
Yeah, speaking of pick up there, Abyssal Arrow has already been put up, but it does not land over on the side of Lord Gov. So he's just gonna be walking off like a living ward. But they are catching up. Atlas entering in towards their own jungle, forcing the flicker away, and that might just be a call time for ONIC to actually react and get this first blood in the way.
Oh yes, they actually put him out. LJ might be in trouble. First blood going over to ONIC here. Really nicely done. A quick collapse and a quick punish here by the side of ONIC, and I see why at this point, the stats just keep making sense. And it looks like we have a fun fact. It looks like since the beginning of Season 2, they played together. It looks like Darian Lemon and Thuthura have been playing together since Season 2. That's actually crazy.
Yeah, of course, this is a very, very long time, and this is the longest existing player inside of the MPL Season 5, or should I say from the beginning. So this is their career lifespan so far, and I'm pretty sure there's even more to come right after this. Now, we're looking at Psycho just escorting CW as well as the Grok over the mid side, while Lemon is the proxy in the wave, hoping to actually find a little bit of that sort of way where they can actually catch people off Lord Gov in the middle of it all.
Oh no, this is bad. Lord Gov, he's slowly pulling back, but luckily he has the help of Estes to keep him alive there. Okay, alright, pretty dangerous situation, but Vin trying to land the Abyssal Arrow on the priority target, which is going to be Psycho this time. They have to be very, very careful. Uranus down on the bottom side of the map, making sure he's proxying the waves. Tries to steal the red buff, but unfortunately, LJ and as well as Granger have come to push him off.
Yeah, now, of course, a lot of good rotations coming off of the side of ONIC Esports, but so far, RRQ is just so focused on their objective. Farm, get those gold, get your levels up, get that turtle coming in, and now Finn has already been spotted out, and Anti-Mage is actually forcing a little bit of a fight, and here comes the rest of RRQ.
Yeah, they're hovering around it. They have enough members. Sasa is in the background, and yes, they do. RRQ isn't able to pull it off, but they are starting to fight. Lord Governor is in a lot of trouble. Estes trying to save him. He goes down. Chol picks him up. The rest of the team is pulling through. Faramis has already unleashed his ultimate, forcing ONIC Esports not to take the fight. Any of these kills would have been a waste of their time. They pull on backwards to CW, trying to survive. Unfortunately, Vin is there to execute him, and now they get a free blue buff on top of everything else.
Wow, that was a perfect rotation coming in. Like, did you see the positioning of all these RQ members, wrapping them up like a burrito? Like, I don't know what else to describe it, but they just wrapped them one whole round. They got that turtle in their hands. They got so many of all those kills on top of it, and just took the buff away. So let's look at this replay brought to you by Real Me.
Yeah, just one more time. You can already see Anti-Mage trying his very best to not die at this point, but he got right and smack into the middle of the fight. And once that ultimate from Faramis was plopped down, ONIC already lost a member. That was just icing on the cake at that point for the side of RRQ.
Yeah, I gotta say, it definitely was beautiful.
Oh, what?
And, oh, wow! Commitment inside the jungle as we look at Psycho getting slain off. Lord Governor has nowhere to escape. And R7 is just gonna finish things off with the Wader Dragon for that double kill and get that tower. And this might just be one of the fastest games that we have for today.
And speaking of, I mentioned this before, RRQ is known to be hyper-aggressive, and yeah, they are taking this lead and they are pushing it as much as they can. They've already, 8 kills to 1 against ONIC of all people, and they have developed a 5k goal lead. Very comfortable lead, considering that it's so early in the game.
Yeah, and I really didn't expect that sort of tempo that they can actually achieve. And things were looking pretty much slow moving at first for RRQ. In fact, they gave away the first one to ONIC Esports. Pretty much exactly like how the stats were like. Like ONIC pretty much consistent with the first blood, but we're already looking at how quickly they are trying to acquire a new objective, which is the turtle being utilized. And of course, R7 will make sure that this lands the hand of Rrq Hoshi.
Yeah. Now ONIC slowly going to peel backwards here. They're trying to catch up as quickly as possible to get at least, you know, with the help of Anti-Mage, I think he's doing a really good job here, proxying 2 waves at both bottom and mid. RRQ have kind of noticed this, but they haven't sent anybody to respond to it yet. They expect Anti-Mage to get out there, but instead, RRQ want to punish by taking away the blue buff.
Oh my, and now RRQ looking for an escape. Sasa's going to be flipping them all the way back, and they will still commit to this. Sasa flickers it off. Oh! Huge one over on the Astis. And that's one kill spree as they take down the Grok as well. Things are looking pretty perfect. 11-2 kills. And of course, they are funneling all their resources in.
Yeah, oh my goodness, really, really well played. Like, LJ on this Atlas is so aggressive. Like, he does not care. Oh no, Anti-Mage now in a lot of trouble. Sin is so big. LJ right in the back line. But again, it is Uranus, so he doesn't mind Atlas as much as he despises Sin at this point.
Yeah, and while they are trying to actually secure all these sort of push mid lane, look at bottom lane. Like, the Cho is doing so much work, and he's, of course, the one with the highest KDA and looking for that solo kill over on towards Anti-Mage. Well, Faramis is going to be helping him alongside, or let's say, kill steal that for a killing spree.
Well, you know, no worries there from either side. But, you know, RQ looking very convincing here. 8K now. Ooh, 8K goal lead is already a very huge lead for RRQ. Not to mention that they've already hit their second item power spike, which means that ONIC at this point can't really contest them until they hit 20K.
Yeah, the gap is way too wide. Look at the levels. Like, level 9 is the lowest level for the side of RRQ, and they're hunting down the level 7s.
Oh no, yes, they do find the pick here with the Atlas. Ooh, they get very close. However, they weren't able to catch up in time for Sin to secure that kill. However, they're turning it around now. Sin already with the Destinata. Plus the Rhapsody, not enough to chunk them out. It looks like ONIC is slowly scaling, but they have to build defensively.
Yeah, it seems like there's not much that ONIC can do to even get close to that turtle as well, since it's going to be able to actually efficiently take the turtle, flies in towards the Raid Buff camp, and of course rejoin the group over on the bottom side, while Anti-Mage having a little bit of a problem right through, but Vince is going to be trying his luck for that Abyssal Arrow, and fine! Let's shut down over on towards Lemon for the very first kill that they can actually get over onto Lemon.
Okay, and now RRQ once again just controlling this bottom side of the map. And the moment they, like, their main core team goes towards this side lane, you can see Cho just taking everything else. And like, a killing spree already. It looks like the Abyssal Arrow did actually land here onto Anti-Mage. There's just nothing ONIC can do. They're forced to just back away from all these objectives.
Yeah, the flicker has already been popped there coming from LJ. And they really got to give way. Like, the more you defend that bottom tier 2 tower, the more lives that they are about to lose. And as for R7, they're just causing a little bit of that discrepancy while bottom lane is being sieged alongside with mid lane. So this might not look like good news. Flicker coming out from the side of Finn, while that's going to be Faramis right in the mid.
I'm thinking of a way for ONIC to come back into this, because now it's an 11K goal lead, and that's like a deadly good lead for the side, especially for a team like RRQ. They know that they can basically take everything. At this point, they're just waiting for the Lord. They could look to force fight and get a couple more picks to break an inhibitor turret, but considering how ONIC is playing right now, it's going to be a lot more tough because they are so precautious with each and every move they make.
Yeah, look at them go. Like, Atlas doesn't have to worry about Anti-Mage, because Uranus is just going to be tickling him, and no point for him to commit into his fight anyways. Well, Finn's just trying to actually land some of all these arrows. Just missed the shot by a couple more inches. So, they're just going to be defending their tier 3s in the same respective way. But eventually, when all these waves actually collide at the same time, that's where ONIC Esports is forced to make a move.
And now Lord is back up. I don't think they're going to wait for Luminous Lord this time. Granger has already started it. Selena is there in the wake. And just look at the amount of damage Sin is putting up. He is soloing this by himself.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like he's even phased about it. Like, RRQ easily taps this one away. Well, with that being finished, that's going to be big endless battle being purchased while anti-mage himself is just going to be trying to clear this wave before it crashes to recovery.
Yeah, just, oh my goodness. I would like to see the items just so that I would know how big Sin is as of right now. He's already max level. He's already level 15 on top of the fact that, you know, he's got a couple of, he just bought the Endless Battle. So where in the build is he at this point, right? Does he already have 2 Blades of Despairs? Like, what's going on here?
I really couldn't be too sure, but I think that there's going to be that endless battle on the kit as well. So now it's high time for them to actually crash right up in the bottom side. So let's see what's going to be happening right here. It's going to be 11 over.
No.
Like, oh, Cycle gets popped off.
Yeah, CW also got hit by the Abyssal Arrow, and the rest of the team is just going to die out to Sin at this point. The Rhapsody just cutting through. He's using the Rondo as well, getting the reset so easily, and they just end the game right off of the first floor. 10 minutes, the fastest game we've had so far.